Do, 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 do. Hello, it's Corey Cole and Lori Cole.
And once again, we're doing a live stream with you people.
And this time we have voice.
Yes.
Okay, so we spent the last few days, a few hours of each day at San Diego Comic-Con, which we like to attend when we can. We didn't actually go to any of the panels, and we wandered through the dealer's room, got in a lot of walking.
And we got to see none other
Oh, yeah?
than...
Well, I don't have that one yet.
You don't have that picture up?
Not yet.
I sort of figured you didn't.
But I was going to say we had some fabulous meals.
Well, we did have fabulous meals, but that's not really the important thing. The important thing...
You want this thing?
You can. You should have downloaded it, but...
I should have, but it's on my phone.
Right, so...
Okay, so one of the things we did was we wandered by the Weta Designs, WTA, that did all the props for Lord of the Rings and such. And one of the actors in Lord of the Rings was also an actor on Quest for Glory. And that, of course, would be John Rhys Davies, the narrator of Quest for Glory 4 and Gimli the Dwarf, among other roles. Well, he was signing at Comic-Con, and I didn't get an autograph from him, but I did stand back a ways and get a photo of a slightly older but still amazing John Rhys Davies from a considerably older and hopefully still amazing Corey and Lori Cole.
Yes, so we got to see him. And in other news, we got to see OSU Brainiac.
Who is a regular attendee of these streams and helped save us with the Quest for Glory 5 ending last week.
So we spent several hours talking with him.
Yeah.
And he is here for Comic-Con also. And he'll be at Comic-Con today. And the reason he was coming today is because he was going to... There's an autograph session with none other
than
Tilly from Tilly's Tale.
They're a Fuzzle, who is also the White Queen in X-Men 97, which is slightly more famous property. That's why she's at Comic-Con.
Yes, slightly more famous.
So he went to get Tilly's autograph.
So, yes, so that's what he is doing today and will not be here for our stream. But he suggested that we actually revisit, since we were planning on playing Road to Redemption, we should revisit the game that inspired us to do Road to Redemption.
And that is MacGuffin's Curse.
You did yes.
So... The deal on MacGuffin's Curse is it was created by a company called Brawsome, but more importantly, lead developer Andrew Golding, who talked us into running a Kickstarter for a new game, and that became Hero U Road to Redemption. And then he didn't actually end up working on the game, but he got us started.
Yes, we probably wouldn't have done it without him.
And he did another game called Jolly Rover, which is sort of a Secret of Monkey Island with doggies. Which is actually a very cute game. But MacGuffin's Curse we just loved, and as a puzzle game designer with Castle Dr. Brain and so on. Party Parrot. Is that their new one? I don't know about Party Parrot. Or was that what Zora was on? We never know. People type random things in chat.
Well, yes, Corey. So we go back to what you were saying.
Anyway, we loved MacGuffin's Curse, thought it was a great game, and thought, well, we could do a game with that art style because the original concept of Hero U Road to Redemption was a roguelike game that we would have kind of the moving on a grid layout and...
A very simple art style.
Yep. Nice, straightforward. And the difference between a rogue game and that is that when you got to a location of interest, instead of having just a couple words, here's the bar, we would have Quest for Glory style full fleshed out scenes.
We would have story with our rogue.
And characters.
Right. But obviously that didn't happen.
It went a different direction. It went with more of a Quest for Glory-like game with Hero U.
Right. But we thought that we would play through the game that truly was the reason that we caught on Kickstarter, is because Andrew really wanted to do a game with us. And he said, I've got this, system that we could use to do it. And as we continued, we moved further and further away from his vision. So therefore, we parted ways because it was not going to use much of his system when we got it.
You've probably all heard the term game engine bandied about quite a bit. And the problem is it's a really ambiguous term. So on a generic level, the Unreal system and Unity and SCI from Sierra are game engines, which are basically platforms that help you to do your game graphics and audio and so on and put it all together, but they don't actually have anything to do with the game. Unreal, it's a little confusing because Unreal started as a game, and they had another one, Unreal Tournament, and an engine called Unreal Tournament, but effectively they marketed the engines used to create those games as well as the games themselves. Well, in the case of Quest for Glory, we had the SCI engine, and then on top of SCI, I built another layer of the role-playing system that let you have stats and skills and, check to see, do you have enough skill in lockpicking and all that stuff. And character sheets and all that sort of tropes that you find in role-playing games. In the case of Brawsome, he was working in Unity, but on top of that, he built a layer on top of that with his tile system and so on. You'll be seeing more of that later today. The engine, the idea of separating out the game story and such from and that's when we were talking about doing a roguelike with story. You would have the roguelike engine, but the game would be something entirely different. And every Sierra game was different, even though they all used the same base of SCI. I guess that was my point.
That was your point.
That was my point. I made a point.
Right.
Other things we wanted to talk about. So we were talking about Zara Fuzzle, who, of course, was Tilly. Another voice actor, Cyrus Namadi, showed up a week or two ago, but I just noticed it on our Transhorror Games Discord. And he mentioned that he was working on a game which I had up here a minute ago, but I don't know. Oh, yes, Vampire Therapist.
You won't see that because that's up on a...
Vampire Therapist.
That one.
Which is on Steam.
And
our programmer on Tilly's Tale, Sydney Hamilton, mentioned that, Vampire Therapist, really good games. And it's on sale currently, just today, as part of Games Made in Germany. So I just purchased this for a ridiculously low $7.50. So I'm told it's really good, and the idea is that you are a therapist to a vampire, or maybe several vampires.
Next week we will test this game out.
Yeah, we'll probably play it for you later, another day.
Right, but Cyrus was a voice actor, also in Tilly's Tale.
And he is the voice of Calvin.
So yes,
the second assistant student culinary sous chef.
Yes.
And absolutely fabulous.
And for Vampire Therapist, he was a writer. So we shall see.
And I do not know whether he did voice in that, but I presume he probably did.
Well, if they have voices, we'll have to see. Yes.
So lots of good stuff out there. Another one I wanted to mention was this one, which is LFG The Return. So Looking for Group Comics was a web comic that I followed from the beginning until the end, featuring
World of
Kale.
Warcraft characters.
Yes, World of Warcraft inspired or very closely taken from World of Warcraft characters, but in cartoon format. And Kale is the Blood Elf, which, if you know anything about the early days of the Blood Elf race in World of Warcraft, means that basically they had paladins, but their paladins got power by basically stealing it from an angelic being. So they were not necessarily the most lawful good.
It's a very silly,
D&D pals.
silly comic strip. It has, of course, the most immortal.
The most important character is
What did you do that?
I went to show
You hit the
camera.
wrong one.
Okay, there we go. Richard the Warlock, who
Yes.
is a forsaken warlock in the
Undead.
undead warlock, and it's just absolutely nasty,
Yes.
but extremely powerful, practically godlike powers. And Kale has to go along with this obvious bad guy and try to justify everything they're doing because we're the heroes.
Yep.
And that's an old, something I've talked about a lot in role-playing games. You're going in and basically barging into
this
people's
still on?
homes and stealing their loot.
Yes. Is that still on?
This has on for only 4 or
No,
5 more.
I don't mean that. Well, yes.
The webcomic is not up currently.
Today.
It used to be on LFG-comic. The new pages will be on lfg.co. Let's see if there's anything up there now. Probably just a link back to where I am.
Yep.
Yep. It will be up there. Anyway, Leaf Group Con, absolutely hilarious. And they're trying to retell it. It talks about the creators, Lawrence Sommer, talk why they're doing a reboot and that they had been restricted because the original thing was a commission. And it had a lot of rules, like had to be G-rated, except for cartoon combat.
They so clear,
They went totally. It's
yeah.
definitely not PG rated in the end.
No.
It's R rated.
It's
PG.
PG.
It's
definitely
PG-13.
Yeah.
PG-13 rated.
Yeah.
Anyway, so new thing, they're at 86,000. The other day when I looked at it was at 60 out of 104,000. Looked iffy. I backed them. They're now up to 86. And this is a typical role of Backer Kid and Kickstarter campaigns. Is they get all the attention on the first day or two and on the last day or two. But I would really like to see this project succeed because they promised new comics in that vein, and they were just so hilarious the first time. I'm sure it will be great. So you can find that at the link I will put in the sidebar. LFG The Return at Jump. Okay.
If you're interested.
And it says 5 days left.
And that's a comic.
It's a webcomic.
It is not a game.
So if you like silly webcomics in the Quest for Glory vein, really, with fantasy characters, all right, it's darker than ours.
Yes, it's very dark. But it is funny. It's black humor. Black humor. That's what you would say. Yes. They killed off my favorite characters.
They killed off your favorite character?
Yes, they did.
Pony?
Huh?
Pony?
No.
Oh.
All right. I see April. Well, welcome anyway. Yes.
And let's see. I see I did not put in a...
Those made it too. Particularly now that the World Cup tournament is over. Yes, indeed. So, yes, the world can breathe a sigh of relief from everybody who doesn't care about sports.
Black humor like MASH? In a way. It's just, it's the idea of the bad guys as heroes.
Well, they're not.
But it's not exactly.
No, they're not truly bad guys.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, other than
Richard.
that Richard truly is. What's your T-shirt from Richard? Yes.
You all saw it. That orphanage attacked me, and then in the background they had an orphanage completely in flames.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, that's Richard is the hilarious evil guy.
Yes.
And the rest of them are, they're fine, but they're
yes. They're morally ambiguous, but they are trying to be heroes. So
World of Warcraft has two factions: the Alliance and the Horde. And the Alliance includes the humans and the elves and the dwarves. So you would normally think of that in role-playing game terms as the good guys. And the Horde has the trolls and the orcs and the goblins. And you would normally think about them as the bad guys. In reality, both of them, both factions are extremely morally ambiguous or even despicable.
Yes. I mean, there's some quests you go on that just are, this is bad idea. I hate those kinds of quests, yes.
I kind of liked, we started out playing World of Warcraft as Night Elves, which are on the Alliance side. And one of the early quests, as you're heading towards the second Night Elf town, you get stopped by this satyr. Uh, it's a demon who essentially
You know,
sets
you
you off to
don't
do a
know it's
bunch
a
of things.
demon at that time.
You don't know
just
he's a demon.
It's a satyr. You don't know what
Because you don't know what the races are and so on.
Ah,
And he sets you off on a set of quests that turn out to be despicably evil. It turns out it's actually for reputation progression, it's best to do them because when you atone for them later, you get more reputation for the atonement than you lost in doing the evil deeds. But I think that might be a moral lesson for life: is always do evil things because
you'll be rewarded
you'll be rewarded for atoning later.
Yes. Somehow, it's not a message we want to promote in our game. Sorry.
Anyway, so looking for group was
Satyr like Mr. Tumnus. Yes.
I don't know Mr. Tumnus.
You don't know Mr. Tumnus?
No. What's
the
he from?
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't know his name.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. He is a satyr, much like Mr. Tumnus, except that he is truly evil, and all of the satyrs in World of Warcraft turn out to be evil. But of course, you don't know that when
They're
you
evil
start out.
demons.
Yes.
Hello, Bearskier.
Yes, welcome.
Okay, so LFG has nothing to do with that.
Right.
But they do have to do with the Horde characters being the heroes of the story and frequently doing morally ambiguous
long quest. It is a long running webcomic, which
and
is very complicated and very good art style. So I was really impressed.
Yeah,
with the
beautiful art. And I was confused originally by the premise of this campaign because it looked like they were just going to remake the whole series with modern standards, but actually Lauren Sommer promised they're actually making entirely new stories with the same cast.
Okay.
So that'll be absolutely terrific. And every time I see every webcomic I follow eventually bites the dust. And I'm always sad to see that happen. And it's like, darn, no more stories from them.
Yep.
So like PvP Online. Penny Arcade is still going. Control Delete is still going. So there are some, but
Girl Genius is still going, and my X-rated comic is still going.
Yes. X-rated comics?
Well, all right.
And you haven't shared them with me?
Yes. No, it isn't X-rated. It isn't X-rated, but it is adult. And that is...
Is that the one with the robot character?
Yes, that's the one with the nasty robot
All right, you have shared that with me.
Yes, I have shared that with you.
And woman working in a coffee house and that sort of thing.
Yes, they're working in the coffee house. It is very funny and very dark. And it is questionable content.
Questionable content is the name of that one.
So if you want adult kind of humor that is humor, it is very fun and long-running characters. And it starts out as a very silly with very, kind of thing with fart jokes and penis jokes and things like that. And
the pinnacles of humor, in other words.
Yes, the pinnacles of dumb humor that eventually keep getting more and more real and human, and the characters become more and more real, even though it's a fantasy and it's a science fiction story. And it's really moving. It's emotionally very complex and very entertaining. So therefore, I recommend it only if you like to waste your time.
Bill Kuhn will have to try to guess what VCF Midwest is. That let's say
spending the weekend at home decluttering computers and electronics to take to, well, what would you think? VCF, the
video
computer
something computer festival.
There we go.
Vintage computer. I was close. I got computer festival.
Well,
vintage computer festival Midwest.
Checking keyboards at the moment in the garage. You have that kind of garage.
We've gone through a lot of keyboards. I wear them out.
If we had not, moved out of Awani, we would be able to supply a fair amount of things to a vintage.
Lori's gone through probably a dozen trackballs.
Yeah, I'm hard on trackballs and quite a few things, but they don't want they don't want used stuff. They want
good condition.
And they want to show it off, I think. That's usually what they are. They're showing off the old stuff.
I've gone through a lot of mice, not because I wear them out, but because, none of them fit my hand right. I finally found one I like quite a bit. It's from Red Dragon, and it's got these buttons on the side that I never use. I should learn how to use them. but
See,
it's the
we're
right
not
shape.
gamers.
Right shape for my hand.
Yes, I use a trackball, but the problem with a trackball is eventually it loses, because I'm always doing key presses and things like that with it. It loses its ability to take the key press as well.
Let's see.
What else was it? We were talking about
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con, yes.
Well, we had several really great meals. We didn't
Yes,
see
you know,
much of the
Corey,
con.
that's not your mother. Yes, your mother would have told us.
Yeah,
everything.
we used to, every time my parents went on a trip, we would get a typewritten report back from my mom
And
talking about
mostly
what they ate.
food. Yes, but so we didn't see anything fantastic other than John Reesticks. But you know, it was a lot of fun. And there was a lot of stuff off campus, so there were many, many, many people there.
Well, he said Felicia Day is doing The Guild as a
Yes.
TV series.
Oh, yes, but she's on Kickstarter right now.
Oh, okay, so we should find that.
Yes, you could find that.
Kickstarter backer kit.
Kickstarter, I believe.
Kickstarter.com. I guess I haven't typed that in a while. It didn't autocomplete for me.
The Guild.
The Guild. Or The Guilty.
Mm-hmm.
The Golden Guild.
The Guild.
The Guild. Ren Fair.
That's it.
All right. So I have not supported this yet, but probably ought to.
I was looking at how much they've raised so far. So.
All right. So they had a $1.5 million goal. They've reached $3.8 million. In contrast, LFG Comic is looking for $104,000. So a little bit more modest requirement.
So if you ever watched The Guild on the internet, on YouTube, it was hilarious. It was very fun.
That was it was again a World of Warcraft adjacent.
Adjacent, yes. They were supposed to be guild members.
They played the game.
Yes, a World of Warcraft like game, and they ran for 4 years or more. And
I think it was about 6.
Well, maybe. We only watched about.
If you're in a World of Warcraft guild, everyone in it calls it the game. They don't call it WoW. Very appropriate that in the guild they do the same thing.
Okay, so the Vintage Computer Festival in Midwest is a free pile, is for anything and everything electronic, working or not. Okay, a 1960s Admiral television in pieces.
Rusted Shelvin and Tax CRT.
Okay. Somebody still took it. Okay, that's wonderful. It's a swap meet, more or less, for stuff you don't want. Awesome.
My father owned a company for a while that made CRTs, and this was kind of in the mainframe computer era. It wasn't quite to the personal computers.
Yeah, it was just before.
But and he later on, when that company was driven under by the former owners, that panicked, that he started another company that used CRTs to make terminals for home and business computers, and that eventually turned into, the equivalent of things like the compact computers and those things that were all in one terminal and computer.
And this is only in reference to the fact that that company that Corey had worked for his father's was part of, burned down by arson. And for the longest
that was a different
time,
one. That was that was the newer one. That was the CRT company.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah.
That was the terminal company.
That was the terminal company. For the longest while in the garage that we now have, there was a huge trash can, a regular trash can inside.
Like commercial, the 48-gallon or whatever trash can.
In which case, if you opened it up, all you got was this whiff of smoke and stuff, because stuck in there was one of those terminals.
One of the terminals that he had preserved from the fire.
Yes.
And it's still, 30 years later, still smelled of smoke.
Yep.
I believe we eventually got rid of it. Did we jettison it, or we give it to my brother?
We jettisoned it.
Had to, but yeah, smoke lingers.
Yeah. So yeah.
But
So there was a time where we could have helped, yeah, indeed, supply the CF with all sorts of things. They
Oh, and
did.
then we had that Pyceon computer,
Oh, we
except
did.
that the cats got into that. The
Oh God, yeah.
kittens got into that and destroyed it.
Yep. Okay. So, at any rate, that is the kind of things that we have had.
Oh, when I worked up at my internship at GIAC Computers in Canada, we had one of the first Chromemco color computers, and one day we heard a boom, and one of the capacitors had exploded inside, literally.
Wow. And
And
Bill Kuhn says, I wish I had known that you were moving a few years ago. I would have loved to get something as a token or remor. Well, we would have loved to know we
to
were
have had a
moving.
month notice,
Yes,
or 6 months notice would have been even better.
Literally, we were taking care of Corey's mother, and we arranged for his brother to come take care of the mother for a month.
Well, we went up there and cleared out everything.
Well, no, we decided the second week in that we would be able to sell the house.
Oh, that's right.
As is, rather than have to fix it up.
Yeah, so we were basically, just getting stuff we needed out of there and things, and getting rid of some clutter. But then somebody referred us to a local realtor, and talked to her and said, "Oh yeah, there's a huge demand right now," and
and she could sell it as is.
As is.
So we didn't have to put in the 40,000 we thought we would have to get that thing, furbished enough to sell. So that meant we had 3 weeks to clear the entire existence of us that had been there for a close to 30 years.
Not only the 30 years with Sierra, but probably 10 or more years before that, because we had moved everything from our house in San Jose to there and stuck it in the garage.
And we had a friend who had lived with us for a while, and his stuff was still around. So we had effectively 2 weeks to clear out an entire household.
So thousands of books, tens of thousands of magic cards, a whole bunch of, computer, all sorts of stuff. We tried to keep most of our Quest for Glory related memorabilia and such.
Yes.
Although we had already given away quite a bit of that to the Art of Sierra 10 or so years, 10 or 20 years ago.
So yes, we did. We would have liked a little more warning for us too, but we literally had 3 weeks to clean out the house, because that's the amount of time that
my brother was willing
to stay there, and we couldn't leave his mother. So therefore, it was an interesting times,
Yep. And it does show that when under duress, you can accomplish quite a bit in a very short period of time.
Especially since that was just barely after COVID was, the major part of COVID was over,
Yeah, we had spent 5 years before that thinking this day was going to come, and gradually decluttering, and got nowhere.
Obviously too gradual.
Didn't get very far.
And Balzar says, the longer you live somewhere, the more crap you accumulate. Moving is hell.
And some of it you regret afterwards. Okay, so as I said, we had thousands of books, and we brought about 50 books down here. And I have occasionally regretted not being able to just reach over on the shelf and pull out Isaac Asimov.
Honestly, the only things I regret not having were some of our graphic novels, especially the ones by Phil Folio. And we had some comic books.
That was only one bookshelf's worth. We could have saved those.
Well, no, they were stuck in a box with Jim Kadick's stuff. Therefore, they were unfindable. So that was it. We've lost things that we would love to have kept.
Yeah, we found went down to a thrift store there and asked if they could, be interested in our comics, which was mostly Jim's collection. And they said, well, we'll take a few of them, but, we've got this guy that's a volunteer here that collects them. And so we ended up having him drive down in his hatchback, and he was not prepared for stuffing his car to the gills with boxes of comics.
We gave it to him. Yeah, which taken him. So yes, we tried our best to give things away and not throw things away. So that was the whole point of it.
Most of the books went to the local library, which wouldn't put them on the shelves. They'd put them in book sales.
Yes. So we did our best to try to recycle everything. All of our furniture, though, was jettisoned. Everything at the house was jettisoned. It was a terrible mess.
Yeah, it was a display case that we thought was great until, when the movers or whatever, the cleanup people came in and looked at it and showed us that it had, dry rot and stuff on the bottom, and that,
Yeah. So all of our
we had
furniture
watered
was
plants
gone.
near it and they ruined it, and
Yep.
that ruined it. So,
Yep.
yeah,
Everything gone.
everything gone, and much of it for the best.
Yes.
Decluttered life is a better life.
Ooh, freelancer. Watch streak breached. Currently on a 3-stream streak.
Yay!
And
Thanks for
welcome,
coming.
freelancer.
And you got 350 some kind of points for that.
Yeah, congratulations.
We have an
Whatever the
infinite
six-
number of them. Channel points.
Ah, happy to be here. Good. So, because of all the things that are going on, for instance, that it's still going on as Comic-Con, and we did manage, thanks to Brainiac, to finish the Quest for Glory 5 game
Yay!
amazingly after weeks and weeks of doing it. We decided that rather going immediately into another one of our games, although we've advertised.
Yeah, we advertised for the last 2 weeks, Hero U Road Redemption, but we said let's put that off at least until OSU Brainiac is back in the stream, and maybe we'll give it a few weeks. We have had a lot of requests to play that, so
Yes.
we will get to it.
We will, and soon. Freelancer just got back from the Odyssey.
So, was it a fabulous or was
Yes.
it overblown?
It had some Quest for Glory 5 vibes. Yay! Well,
That is unsurprising,
Yes,
since the
fully-
Odyssey. Yeah, the Odyssey, written by Homer in the after the period actually, but about ancient Greece, and Quest for Glory 5 is set in effectively ancient Greece.
Right. So
It was amazing! Yay! Okay, we need to see it.
Yep, we're pulling from the same sources after all.
We don't have an IMAX, a real IMAX theater near us. We are members of a science museum down in San Diego, the Fleet Science Center. And it turns out they have an IMAX, not the full 70 millimeter, but they do have an IMAX theater.
So
And
we'll
have
see
been
if
doing
we can
showings,
see
so
there.
we'll probably have to make a
he
trip
went
down
for
just for that.
40X, and 3 hours went by too fast. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. I love it when something is, a good, and this is in our wheelhouse after all. We do know the story.
Yeah.
All right.
We read all the all the stories of the Greek myths and so on in our childhood, and it sticks with you.
My college will go to Brussels for a proper view. Wow.
Ah,
How far is that? But that's very cool.
is Brussels Bruges, or is Bruges a different city? I don't know. It's a Bruges in Belgium.
So, at any rate, we were going to play MacGuffin's Curse.
Yeah. Okay, so the idea was that here it was, 2012, and I believe in March of 2012, former LucasArts game developer Tim Schafer, who had a company called Double Fine that made, mostly, games for other people. But they had done a stacking Russian doll game and some pretty innovative things. And talking with a group called, I think it was Two Player Productions, 2PP, Two Player Productions, was a documentary group that documented the making of games. So Tim and Two Player came up with the idea of having Two Player film development of a new game to be done at Double Fine that would be an old school graphic adventure game. And so they came up with, they called it originally the Double Fine Adventure. It eventually came out several years, about 5 years later, as Broken Age. Tim's original idea is, well, we'll do a few rooms of the game because that's all we can do for the, the $400,000 budget in the Kickstarter, or the portion of it that wasn't going to the documentary. And well, instead they got over 3 million.
Just bring it up.
Which one? Double Fine?
Yeah, Double Fine
Oh, okay,
Adventures. You're on Kickstarter.
I'm on Kickstarter.
You
Okay.
are. Yes.
Double Fine Fina Adventure. Boom. There it is. Projects. I should just click through it. I can't find it anymore.
It's there at the
Double Fine. I'm going to have to retype it. Discover Double Fine Adventure. Kickstarter is good at finding projects to support. Currently, it is not good at looking up ones you supported 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Double Fine Adventure
Right.
with Double Fine and Two Player Productions. And they ended up getting $3.3 million in their $400,000 budget. And that was another of the inspirations for doing. I had about 20 or 30 Quest for Glory fans come to me and say, hey, look at this, what Tim Schafer's doing in Double Fine Adventure. You should do a Kickstarter. And
yes,
so
Tim put Kickstarter on the map because it said there is money to be found in them thar hills.
And so we naively thought that we could set a $400,000 goal and that we too would get 3.3 million. And we didn't know that because Tim already had a company behind him and a huge mailing list and so on, that Kickstarter people do not find your project. Your fans find Kickstarter through you.
Yeah, and that's how it works.
So
still to this day, there is money still to be found in Kickstarter.
Yes,
but you won't find it.
There are some very major projects here. Anyways, they said you got to do this too, and then lots of people did that. So
we did it. So now go look up
Ultro
Road to Redemption.
Was it
Hero U?
Hero U.
You could just
scroll down.
there.
Hero U Road. Here's the first one. The first one was Hero U Road to Redemption by Corey and Lorianne Cole.
Well, yes.
Or is this?
Yes, it says that.
And this 2012, we had. So we put up a list of 400,000. We got 409,000. And the problem was we had actually budgeted the project at 800,000. So we got half the budget, and then we forgot about the fact that we had credit card fees and Kickstarter fees and fulfillment fees for all the physical goods we promised people. So we actually got about 250,000 to make a $800,000 game.
Yep. Freelancers, just check out the amount of Cyberpunk trading card game. Yes, physical games are doing very well.
However, the physical games cost a lot to do. What was the one we just saw that had all the cool miniatures and stuff?
Yeah, I wasn't impressed. The dad game, Corey.
Was it Dungeons and Daddies, or was it Daddies and Dungeons?
And Daddies.
Dungeon Daddies. No, that's maybe May 14th.
Well,
Technos and Titans. Let's try Daddies. Oh, it's on BackerKit. That's what I'm not finding.
That's right. You'll never find it. Yeah.
All right. So if I park over to
and also if you look in the comments section of the Double Fine Adventure game, seems like many backers did not get their rewards. Oh, that's interesting.
Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDM source book.
That's it.
Okay, this one asks for 69,000 for a tabletop role-playing game based on apparently a podcast. So a D&D podcast called Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM source book, but definitely has adult content.
Yeah, definitely adult.
And that is inspired by their podcast, and they listed it for 69,420, a highly coded number in 2 ways. And of that, they've reached, they have 8,000 dads, and they're at 1.7 million with still 19 days left of that. So that is doing really well.
Hi there. Welcome from Volton. You have to click on it. I mean, mouse over it.
Voulon.
Okay.
From
bonjour.
Quebec, Canada.
Yeah.
Bonjour. Let's see, what time is it there? It's still bonjour.
Okay. Good.
Got to do my, time zone math in my head.
Yeah, our problem was reading your name was the dark blue on black for our interface. Doesn't work.
Couldn't read your name.
So we can see that BackerKit and Kickstarter are still valid ways if you are offering enough crap.
And if you have a following already.
I mean, look what they're offering.
Okay, they're offering these cool miniatures that are custom.
Yes.
Custom figures and such.
And a car. I mean, what can you say? So yes, they're offering a lot for what you're getting.
physical.
And physical books, and
their pledges are high.
Yeah.
So I was kind of surprised, not surprised, but okay, pledge levels. There's Stepdad who stepped up. Deluxe all-in bundle is $700. That's fine.
Lowest is $70.
It's $70. Digital Daddy is $69. That gets everything in digital form and none of those cool physical goods.
They still got a fair amount of backers at the.
Oh, they do have 249, but they had got 1,258 at the New Dad starter set. Okay, so Digital Daddy only gives you some of this stuff. You could get one of the books for $59.
Yeah. Yes, the average pledge of over $200 makes a big deal.
Yeah, I think it comes out to about $1,000.
Freelancer's still waiting for his Jeremy Soul music CD. This one, he didn't fulfill his Kickstarter. Most of the ones that we have backed have fulfilled it one way or another.
Some of them had, had to like get together as conventions to hand us things that wouldn't have to mail them and stuff like that.
Right.
Shipping charges are into the stratosphere. They were already high back in 2012, but by the time we started having to fulfill all that stuff in 2017 to 2018, we discovered that like shipping prices had gone up by 50 to 100%.
Right.
And they've gone up more since then. If we wanted to ship a package to Australia, it was
so we'll be happy to say that
$40 or $50.
That Road to Redemption, we shipped everything we promised. Tilly's Tale.
We haven't shipped much of the physical stuff
because we said we were going to bundle it with Ifeo's Adventure, and we're still working on Ifeo's Adventure. So, but we are intending to do this.
So Tilly's Tale was designed as Summer Days series was designed to be the less complex, less expensive version of Hero U.
And it is less complex. We
got
that right.
Except that it turned out we took 5.5 years to do Hero U, and it took almost 5 years to do Tilly's Tale because we went down from a team averaging 10 people and 30 all together to a team averaging 3 people.
He's got his Hero U baseball cap.
Good.
Great. Yes, the only problem. Yes, I want it.
We have two different versions of those.
I love making them. I love our cork meep up there. I love that stuff, but it's astronomical to ship. It isn't so much to make.
Yeah, so that meep, we had mass produced in China. We got about 1,000 of them, I think.
Because that was the best deal.
The minimum order was 500, and we got a big discount by going for 1,000.
Black has a meep, yes.
And those only cost like $10 from China, except then the shipping cost to us was like another $5 to $10. Even coming on pallets, and then mailing them out to people. In the U.S., we could mail a meep in the U.S. for $5. Now it would be about $10. But when we started mailing them to Europe and Japan and Australia, all of a sudden you went to $40 to $50 to mail this $10 meep.
Right, it's more than what it is to buy the meep, to support us. So it was just, we won't be doing that again. I'm very sorry, unless something radically changes in the world.
We still have a few meeps left over, and one of these days we'll get around to selling them somewhere or giving them away, more likely.
Yeah. I have a meep wearing the original Hero U baseball cap, and I love the music.
Okay, get up the 2 baseball caps we have here.
Well, we have this one as
well. Yeah, this was the red one is the original.
There we have it.
Hero U Road to Redemption.
Ta-da, ta-da.
And then the other one is on the same shelf later on. Is blue.
This is
later on doing
Kickstarter.
Yeah, we did another Kickstarter because we didn't get enough money to make the project in the first one.
Yeah.
And we rather like the blue hat, but I mean, they're both nice.
They're both good.
And some other organization co-opted the idea of red hats and made them no longer
so we
acceptable.
Don't use red hats anymore.
Yep.
All right, so yes. Did it come with some green fur? Yeah.
So the green meep and the green fur is from the green meep. The idea in Quest for Glory was that was a singular. It was the only green meep.
Right.
And so it's very rare. So we did blue meeps instead.
Besides, we were having a blue meep in Road to Redemption. So
there's a blue quirk.
Quirk, yes.
And it was supposed to have been called the quirk, but we sort of mislabeled it and called it a meep.
Well, that's because we were ordering the toy before
several years before we did the game.
Before we changed and filed off some serial numbers so that we weren't copyright infringing on something that nobody knows what a copyright is.
Yeah, I think we already knew we were making that change, but we didn't quite
We
get that
didn't
to our
go-
lead artist
yes,
who wrote
yes,
the
it was
text.
in between. It
Yeah.
was in between. Any rate, that was that.
Anyway, so there is money to be had on projects, but if you're spending it all on
Cost of goods.
on cost of goods and shipping, then you
Yeah.
don't actually get
You
enough money to make your project.
whittle away all that good money, and you whittle away the fans.
Yeah,
This
you
is
whittle away the
worst thing.
goodwill.
The goodwill is something,
Yeah, if
very
they don't get their
important.
stuff.
There was a game that was made for people who run conventions, and in particular WorldCon, which is another major convention that we're going to be going to this year.
Yeah, this was created by the Boston Science Fiction Club.
Right.
The game was called If I Ran the Zoo.
Yes. And they had the concept of people points, because you have to do things to make sure that you keep the fans, the people that you're that are going to be your contributors to everything. You have to keep them happy, and specifically you people. So, to keep you guys happy, we're running these live streams and things like that as our way of thanking you and to keep you, engaged in what we're doing. Yes.
Okay, so Volan asks, are the game mechanics in Nefeo's Adventure similar to those in Hero U? No. They are essentially very similar to those in Summer Days Tilly's Tale. They're both in the Summer Days series. And it is designed as an interactive graphic novel where you are role-playing as Efeo, but basically doing that by conversations with other players
and making choices.
Decisions of where to go.
Right. So it's not quite a choose-your-own-adventure, but it is a engaging series.
Especially
of
since
stories.
that's a trademark term that we do not.
We do not
own the trademark of.
Trademark. Yeah.
It's definitely not a choose-your-own-adventure.
They are more of a storytelling game.
Mm-hmm.
And we were hoping that would be less expensive to make than Road to Redemption.
So it's designed to have all the story in a Quest for Glory or Hero U, but in the form of a story, interactive storybook rather than
great art.
Yes,
because
amazing
we are
art.
very, very proud of our art, all by J.P. Selwood, who was our artist from the beginning of Road to Redemption too. So, at any rate.
There's still stuff going on in the Kickstarter side, crowdfunded world.
Yes.
And there's lots and lots of games being made, and tabletop and video games, but computer games, they're awfully hard to make. They take a long time. You can make a simple one quickly. You can make a simple prototype when we were starting out quickly. And especially if you were making a text adventure, didn't have to worry about the graphics. No problem at all. But somewhere in there, by the mid to late 90s, they became really expensive to make. And it's only gone up from there. A AAA game today costs about $500 million to make.
Yeah.
$500 million. We small indie companies
you can see what it's
cannot do
like,
that sort of thing.
with layoffs going on everywhere, and just how bad this industry is for trying to find a job. Too.
Microsoft just laid off 1,600 people across their game divisions, and it's promised to do that again next year. So yeah, it's a rough industry.
Yes.
All right. So away from all that, should we get into MacGuffin's Curse?
I believe we could.
Okay, so
we could actually get to the game instead of the publicity for it.
Okay, over here on Brawsome, their games. Their games include Warp Frontier. That's the current one. Aussie science fiction cop drama. MacGuffin's Curse. Meet Lucas MacGuffin, part-time thief, and more recently, part-time werewolf in this top-down puzzle adventure. Ever since he stole the lupine twine amulet, he's been unable to get it off. Now he's wanted by the corrupt city millionaire, the police, and his daughter Ruby, who just wants to put ribbons in his new fur.
So, yes.
But it is definitely a puzzle game, and quite compelling. And we do not have it on Steam.
Asks is a very high price.
I just showed off all of my passwords.
Oh no!
We're gonna have them all stolen.
Yeah,
don't look at that. Do not look at that still.
Yes. Is very high price to make computer games due to the high quality graphics, if one was to make a computer game with the quality of graphics back in the EGA games, would that cut the price much?
Yes and no.
No. Honestly, we can say no because we're using graphics that could have been done
in the VGA games.
In the VGA games.
And they're still very expensive. And it does. Our games take about $1 million to make instead of $100 million or more.
The minute you get into 3D,
but the voice acting costs a lot of money. The distribution, the publicity, if you actually pay for it, costs money, and we don't publicize our games. So
the publicity is hugely is half the budget on a real game.
All right. Do I need to delete this entire stream or
no,
change all my passwords?
No, never see it. Gods, Corey.
All right. What do we think of the Free Heroines quest? I played a little bit of it. It was a lot of fun.
We intend to run it again.
We intend to play it again and get farther next time.
Yes, we were terrible. What we will do so, but with help from you people, because we're terrible at it.
Anyway, what I was going to say is if you make retro games, they do cost much less to make, but you will make even less money from them. Yeah. If you spend $400 million in a game and another $400 million on marketing, you might come close to breaking. You might make money.
It's a crapshoot. If you hit it right, if you hit the double sixes, then you're suddenly a bestseller.
If you spend $1 million to make a game and virtually nothing in publicity, you won't make any money back.
Right. Yeah.
You will get no return. Okay, so I was going to play MacGuffin's Curse by Brawsome and Edward Golding.
You have to show the screen, so.
I should show the desktop.
And then you don't have a game.
What happened to it? Oh, because it went away when I did that.
There it goes.
There we go. We will start a new profile. And you will get to learn a bit about what this story is about. Rare amulet to be shown. Record crowds expected. Museum myths and mysteries in preparation. Arnold Green. I don't know if Arnold Green is a person or a place. Hotspot, the word trumpet, has the same spelling both ways.
Okay.
To shout out about, to trumpet something, or a trumpet you play. A moment, dusting the cobwebs. Okay, so they did this with the idea of having an associated graphic novel, comic pages, that you collect every once in a while to learn about the story and the backstory and so on. So this shows our anti-hero, Lucas, breaking in and stealing that amulet for Harvey and to pay the rent. Hey, this is the museum entrance. It's just down that path. So this is kind of the tutorial. We learn to
how the movements work, how the puzzle gets you around.
And there's an arrow on there, so it's probably a good idea to go over to that arrow.
Probably.
And this looks like a wall, but it's actually a cobblestone path.
Oh, okay. Glad
so that's the problem with top down, is you can't always tell what things are. So, another screen.
So this could have been the way that Road to Redemption looked.
Okay, can we just go across this one? Looks like I'm going to have to get my feet wet.
Nice swimming.
Nice swimming animation. Dude. Wait.
There are two ways you could go. You could go that way or that way.
Alright. And is the interact. You've been caught by our patented sign purity system. Please do not turn around. That's probably not the way to go. Oh, getting wet again.
We need to avoid...
I have to avoid the arrows to block your way. There's a Volkswagen bus.
With all sorts of...
and there's a bench. Yeah, with a bunch of electronics equipment on it. Oh, let's see. Where's the best place to bust in? A hippie comes out of the bus. Scruffy guy.
You're supposed to read these.
Hey, you, come here.
Good evening, good sir. Do you happen to know what time the museum opens?
The magical MacGuffin. Strump's caught you at last. This is Strump. Strump's caught you at last.
Speaking of which, I just remembered I'm late for a performance.
So I believe Lucas is a stage magician prior to this. Those lies might work in your daughter, MacGuffin, but unless you want your other tricks reported, listen up. Alphonse Connell took my badge, and your next trick is making his prized amulet disappear. Here, take this walkie-talkie. Why?
Wow, they still make these? What's it for?
It's your direct line to me to make sure you don't mess this one up. Now slip through the window up there and get on with it. Inventory, walkie-talkies, battered old walkie-talkies, practically falling to bits, but at least it lets me stay in touch with Strunk. The quest log, stuff I've done, talk to Detective Strunk. Talk to Strunk, but now I'll know why they call him Detective Grump. Oh wait, that's something I just made up. Updated quests. So we could try again the front door. We will undoubtedly get into a security system. We could try that. And
Can you save the game?
maybe.
If he says.
When you're planning a heist, you always go through the front door. And then it shows an arrow to the window.
Yes, to tell you where you're going.
Bing! Oh, and again. And just interact, apparently. Oh, nice wolf statues. There's a safe over there. To your left, explore the wonders of the ancient Egyptians and their strange relics. Curator's note, this exhibit is undergoing maintenance. We apologize for the inconvenience. I was pointing to a console, but we don't care about that. We want to interact with everything. To your right, relive the wondrous history of fire and see the legendary lupine twine amulet, graciously donated by our esteemed benefactor, Alphonse Connell.
Jeez.
A painting of a lake by some guy.
You can always tell which plaques are handled by the student interns.
And that, of course, is like some of the paintings in the break-in room in Who Are You?
No, we gave better descriptions. They weren't.
Not much.
We didn't have an intern for our descriptions. We had Josh Mendel.
Okay, so looking at this room, you see that it is a tiled thing. The walls are bent back. They're exploded out to give it an illusion of a little bit of a 3D.
So you can see what's on the wall mostly.
We are walking on a grid. There are things like these 3 red lines are obviously some sort of a blockade, electronic thing to keep you from going there. There's a pile of rocks on the floor. There are hand symbols that indicates probably that's a door you can open. Alright, let us interact with this console. Alright, I pushed a button and all of a sudden the red lines have disappeared from in front of the safe.
Wow, that's convenient.
So if only I were good at cracking safes, which
Well, you must
maybe
have...
I am as a stage magician.
Could be. Well, part-time thing.
Part-time thief. Let's pick.
Looks like there's some treasure in here. And a comic strap too. Ooh, scrap too. There we go. We get to see
The comic strap. It
Uh-huh.
shows a bunch of policemen and the detective and wanted. Someone got
Yeah.
escaped back. So we have had those things added to our inventory. Oh, there's a couple of knives or swords and a thing. They want us to interact with this thing, so we will.
And we push the button, and that removed the double lines in front.
From the other door, so we can get out that way now. Maybe.
Interact with it.
We can interact with it. Put our hand on the door, and it opens. See, it's key to our hand. Pretty cool.
Wow, yeah. All right.
Let's go see what exhibits we have here. A heartbroken King Raph charges into his final battle.
Not as cool as the cartoon show Reimagining, where he survives and becomes a Martian detective. Okay.
Don't know what that sword is.
All right. Yes, you should find out all these.
King Raph's legendary sword rarely left his side. On lonely quests, he often spoke to the weapon, which he insisted had a haughty sense of humor, as opposed to a naughty one.
Is that what that sign says? What is that?
That's what the
Yes, the actual sign that King
sword that King Raph used to slay the treacherous Marcus.
Ah, okay. And what is the dress? Why is there a tourniquet built into the waist of this thing?
Women's clothing styles, you know.
Uh-huh.
Exquisite Harvest Festival dresswork from Fire's more prosperous year. Did you know that the Summer Days series was inspired by this thing we didn't remember?
No.
That they had a harvest festival?
No, sure didn't know.
This example doubled as a canopy for rainy winter nights due to its ridiculous size.
Oh, okay.
We don't, of course, have time to do all this, but
Oh, we have plenty of time.
Harvest Festival becomes an annual event. The future King Raph founds festival names it Fire, F-E-Y-R-E, after his festival origins. Of course, the Fire Festival is a renowned disaster in Britain. It says here, this is a special zone.
Filled with a history of
Fires past.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, good off too fast.
Uh-huh. These early pokers were used less for poking fire and more for poking people until they died. Ah, yes. Oh, these are just door openers. Someone seems to have accidentally securely fastened some treasure here.
Which we have added to our gold pile. We have 100 gold bars, which I'm sure is just synonymous for having money. And that is why you look at everything in adventure games.
There's a plaque here that says,
Ceci n'est pas un sabre.
uh-huh. Okay.
This here
This is not a saber,
saber,
which of course is, you
a
know.
play on this is not a pipe, which is Marguerite's
Yes.
woodcut of it. The image of a pipe. Fire's historic attempt to enter the comic book industry. It's not very good though. There's no speech bubbles and it's only 2 pages long.
Okay.
Oh,
So that's what that was we were looking at.
yes.
All right, we can go here.
Right, this is thing.
That's another picture. Okay.
There's a guy in red and white stripes hiding behind one of the trees.
Okay.
That's a Where's Waldo reference, I believe.
Maybe. All right, we have a more sophisticated room.
There's some more comic panels. Say, absolutely completely different tapestry from the one on display in the previous room. In other words, they reuse art all the time in computer games because art is expensive.
In this case, they reused the art in this one.
This is the Lupine Twine exhibition. This is started by King Raph of Fire, born 700 years ago, with his merging of platinum and gold, is said to be able to control the sun and moon themselves. Ooh, sounds valuable. Let's interact with the store, and it says, progress. There's a note here. Key to archives stolen by those seeking the truth. Ask for duty.
Okay.
What's this arrow say? Museum archives, staff only.
You need to interact with that stuff.
Okay, so here we see
Okay.
a battery and a thing, and I can try to interact with the battery. Nope, I can't. But I could try to get out here. I think I should interact with this instead
That's
of going
what
out.
it's saying to do.
You always see
All
what
right.
things tell you to do.
Well, this is a tutorial. Generally, it makes sense to do the tutorial first.
Here we
All
have
right.
Lucas taking the amulet.
Oh, the alarm went off. Oh, all of a sudden, the amulet interacts with him, and he begins to change, and he becomes...
A werewolf.
I feel incredible, tall and tough and itchy. What? What's that for?
There really was a curse on that amulet.
When did I get a tail, and why can I smell everything?
Like strump cigarettes. Focus! It just tripped Alphonse's fancy new security system. If those blueprints I found, quote unquote, are correct, the only way to restore power is by lugging that battery onto the battery slot. Okay, Lupine Twine amulet, shaped like a wolf's head. Half gold, half platinum with emerald eyes. And allows me to transform to a werewolf in the moonlight. And it seems to be holding on my neck pretty tightly. This is an old trope from D&D cursed items. If you put on a cursed ring, you couldn't take it off.
Okay. Alright, we need to get out of here.
Achievement. Updated quests.
Ooh.
Stuff I gotta do, get out of the museum. The rubbish. What now, Harvey? I realize we do another job, but I've practically loaded every square of the C4. I don't know what that is.
That's your old, that's the reason we're here, but go back to, go back to the other
So we had a quest to get the amulet.
Right. Alright.
I thought we were here to get the,
Lots are going haywire, and I've turned into a werewolf. Better get out of here and fast.
Okay,
So that
the
is
only
our
way
mission.
out, apparently, is to move the battery.
And now that we are a werewolf,
We now a new key, the M key. M for move.
you have to get on the square with it.
Okay.
Hold the M key when in front of an object, push or pull it.
Okay.
But it's way out. Oh, it's
Hold down the M key and push.
man, what a lame security system.
Don't get too cocky. My cameras show the entire city was going to a similar lockdown.
So, are they gonna be 100 individually seen rooms or something? I doubt it. Anyway, how am I gonna get out of here? I don't think those hand scanners accept wolf paws.
Beats me. Just take it off. Looks like the amulet respond to moonlight when you put it on, though. Maybe try that light over there. Light from the window. And now if we use the end key, we turn back into Lucas.
We have returned to our normal form. Successful everything.
Security is only going to get tougher from here, MacGuffin. You ain't the sharpest pencil in the packet. I got you on present. It's a reset button. If you stuff up a room or destroy a battery, just hold down reset. The room will reset to it as it was when you entered it. It's the R key. Reset enabled.
Alright.
Okay, so that is pretty much all the gameplay of the game now.
Yep.
Is
We have accomplished it.
we can have two forms. We have the Lucas form and the werewolf form. And the werewolf form is really strong, but cannot interact with other things. And there are other restrictions of werewolf form. This plaque says, in the end, the only way curators could remove King Raph's amulet was to sever his head. His neck has been covered for visitors' comfort.
So that must be Raph's body there.
Yep. You want
But
this?
to succeed in life, you always need to get ahead.
Which is a line in something like that.
Alright.
Fire shows us Roman ties as it was older documents too, using Roman numerals.
Okay, so we have over here is a place for a battery.
Yep, there's a place to put a battery. There's a door that doesn't react if I try to open it.
There's no power.
I mean, I see a battery, but it's behind. I think we can't get through.
Well, try and can you
Vase.
interact with that?
Let's see what the vase is. Really gold trim patterns. Take it with me, but it seems to be bolted down. And there's some sort of a console. What can I interact with?
Can you interact with the lasers on the door to see is there an
I think
interact
so.
reaction?
And, nope.
Doesn't even respond. I don't care for that part. I'll need something more high tech to get through this door.
Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, the one thing we can do...
There's a door on the bottom that we can go
Well,
through.
we can get through there. Problem is, once we get... Okay, so we go climb through
we can
that.
Go through that.
But as a werewolf, we won't fit, so we can't get to that battle. Let's prove that.
Well, yeah,
That's an assumption I'm making. The game has not yet told me that.
yes.
Let's turn to a werewolf by tracking. Go back to that window and interacting. Says nope.
With all these badass muscles, there's no way I'll fit through that window. Okay, so go back
Let's
to
try this again.
Lucas form. Go through that window. And
Now
we
we
have a,
move the battery. Oh, can't do that.
what's that? I see a console here.
There's a safe maybe we can crack.
Is that a safe? Nope.
Maybe I can't do it for angle and you can't get to the right angle. Nope, can't do anything with it. But there is a console.
You can pick that. That takes off that.
Ah, so now we can get through here. And if we can get through here, then we can go there.
We can do that.
And now we can see if we can push or pull that. We can pull.
You said you could.
Ah,
Ah! You have moved the safe.
okay.
But no. Now you can't get to the safe front. You need to pull it down so you can get to the safe front. There. No.
What is that?
Right, fine. You couldn't open the safe because the front of the safe
Was blocked. I was too small for my crushing paws.
Right. All right. Now you can get.
Now
to
we can
the
crack the safe. First thing we'll have to go off and have to be hearing about it.
Oh, there's a part of a comic tucked away in this treasure. Aren't we the lucky ones? There we have part of the puzzle.
Okay.
Guy looks like he's got choppers.
He's got
He's trying to chop off. He's using all sorts.
Oh, he's
of
trying to
things
take the necklace
to take
off.
the necklace. Yes.
Ah,
Okay, so now we have gotten a new
and
piece
we
of the
probably got
puzzle.
some more gold, but
Yes. Now we need to
this
go back
battery,
and
and
yes,
we can't
yeah.
do anything with the battery unless we become a werewolf.
Yes. And then we'll have to move
We
around.
can drag it out through this nice
And-
open door here.
Now, this becomes that Tower of Hanoi problem of obstacles in the way. We need to move
Yeah,
it.
I moved the safe in my way, so that'll be a
Yeah.
problem. But anyway, go around it and
You
pull it.
can, because you can get from that end.
We got enough
So
room
the
in
trick
here.
is to not get yourself caught such that you have to reset the room. As you can see, you can push and pull, but you can't pull onto the one.
All right, and I've just empowered that thing. And we could go. No, we still can't use this console.
No. We'll need something more high-tech to get through here. So
Unclear.
we're going to have to find something more high-tech.
In the meantime, we can go through the next door that we've just opened. Good little animation. That's dinosaurs. We've got a fossil. What's this thing? Looks like a terrarium.
He doesn't look very comfortable to me. Okay. Looks
Dinosaur
like
in
he's
a
in
tar
dinosaur
pit.
tar pit, yes. There's a safe.
Yeah, there's a safe. We'd love to open that.
Everyone likes a bath, and dinosaurs were no exception. Here is an artist's recreation depicts what a bath in the Cretaceous period might have looked like. Okay. So he isn't
Talk.
drowning. Yes. These giant creatures were mainly used for excavation and digging. They would take breaks at lunchtime. Do not use this game
As your science.
science projects, yes.
Okay, here is a pile of rocks.
If I were a bit stronger, I could easily get rid of this.
Gee, how would we deal with that?
Well, first of all, we don't care about that. There's a safe we
Oh,
can
there
get.
are we.
Yes.
Okay, fine. We
We
gotta
need to
get
get
the
to the
safe.
safe, and we can't get to the safe because there's
Because the front of the safe is blocked by this
yes.
stupid sign.
Yeah, so we'll move it till we can. Okay.
Now we can interact with the safe.
Wow, there's a big pile of treasure in here. Oh boy.
So, that was 200 gold.
Wow.
So, as an aside, when I did Castle of Dr. Brain back in the early 90s, I went scoured through puzzle books and magazines to come up with a series of puzzles for it, and I wanted to have a wide variety of them. Well, most games that are called puzzle games these days really only have one type of puzzle. So in a sense, there's only a small number of types of puzzles in this game. But this shows that you can do infinite combinations with just a small number of features. So we basically have two forms. We have things you can break, things you can pull and push, and things you need to interact with. Then what form you're in matters. Hey, we're outside again. Now, there's another battery, which I presume we have to get over here. And it turns out there's going to be a trick, but we don't know that yet. Swim over to here. Jump over to there. Oop. Or just enter works. It's this thing. Can't see it. Okay. Ah, now there's a bridge across the water.
Yay!
So why does it turn out that's important?
Because you can't pull a big battery across
water. There's another reason.
Okay. Youch! That ambulance zapped me. I better stay out of the water when this thing is active.
Okay, so the wolf can't go in the water.
Okay. Werewolves cannot cross water. Or at least swim. Ta-da!
Lit up the thing.
We have to go back to our just.
Now we can swim there, or we could go across the bridge.
We solved that. So simple puzzle, but really fun.
And there's hundreds of variations.
An entire game made of this kind of puzzle.
Okay, so here we have, let's see, if we wanted to put that battery, oops, that's the hedge here is solid.
Yeah.
So the battery cannot get to here because there's water in the way. So what are we going to do? Oh, maybe that console will help. Nope, another hedge.
It moved the bridge. Now the bridge is over there.
As opposed to here. Oh, I see.
Yes.
So now we can get up to the change spot.
Okay.
Changing room.
Yes, the changing room.
This hedge is also solid. And try to work out how to get this over there.
Where are you taking it? Why are you taking it there?
Because it's the only bridge I have.
Okay. And you can't go left or right.
Nope.
Okay, fine. You remember these things.
No, I haven't played this in years.
No, you haven't.
I can simply see that some of these things are solid and you can't get around solid things.
Well, yes, but I was thinking you might be able to get there.
Okay, so now I have a problem because I still can't get it to the battery place, but I can change the rooms. I can go back to the console, interact with it,
Moving the
and
bridge.
oh, there's a bridge there, and wait, I can't move the battery. So I need to go change forms. So you can see these puzzles getting more and more complex, all within a very limited number of things that you can do.
You have a new door.
A new door at the top.
Okay. So you go through here.
But I can only go through that if I change
Change
forms.
forms. Go around.
So as soon as you get stuck here, we'll start asking people in the chat how to solve it. So hopefully you'll figure this out. Hope you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a dragon.
Oh man, I missed the dragon expedition last night.
Last
I
month.
totally forgot.
Dragon expedition.
Okay. Well, I see a safe we want to crack
Yep, we want all the safes because they've got rewards.
because we desperately need money clearly in this game.
Yep.
We have a battery behind things. We have a console.
Okay.
We have a button. Big.
So the trick is that we have the water that is an obstacle to the werewolf, but not to Lucas, to MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Well, he is MacGuffin. The cursed MacGuffin. And as we move things like the safe around, we're going to be creating more obstacles.
Yeah.
So we can, for the moment, move that safe, but we may end up getting ourselves stuck. Can't go any farther that way. Go up.
You can push it up one and then you can get to it.
Can't get there from here. Way off back. I can't get around it.
You can't go to the right?
No, that hedge blocks me.
Okay.
So I put here, but no, I can't get around that way. So if I go a long way over here, then I can finally get back to the light. And then I can interact with the safe. But that might get in the way when I try to move the battery.
Well, we'll see. We have to get to the safe.
Yeah, crack the safe.
Oh, there's a cache of cash.
That's got some cachet to it. Can I activate the console for this direction? Oh, yeah, I can. There's a green button and a battery.
It's got a switch. We have now blocked off this area.
Ah.
It's a toggle switch. So
Let's see what happens. Change. Come up here. Grab the battery. Oh, as soon as I moved with my heavy whirl forming there, it opened a path. So we could drag the battery up here, and that opens the path, but it doesn't do us much good because we need to get the battery down to there, and we can't.
yeah.
So let's see if we can instead get the battery out of the way. Oh, can't move it any farther as far as we go. Put this out of the way.
Move that back up in the corner, can't or close to
I
it.
can move this over here.
You can't.
Because we'll eventually mount it down there. Now I can move it down. What am I going to do about that switch? Oh, I got this heavy safe here. But I don't want to get trapped by it. So the idea of fooling around here is I can get behind it, push onto the button without being trapped in that little corridor. And now we have that path. And now maybe I moved the battery too far because we really want to get it over to that bridge.
Not easily.
If I push it down, will I have any way to get through? Maybe. Yeah. Push the battery over the battery slot. Now why would I do that? We don't know yet. But it opened that door there. I still can't go up here, but I can go across the bridge. Won't be all suspicious if there's a safe standing in there. But this is all the security systems that apparently the corrupt millionaire and the mayor have put around the city. They're corrupt, of course, because they don't like these things. So
Amazing.
we are once again an anti-hero on this one.
It's Grim, leader of the Crow Tiger Gang. What's he doing here?
End the line, Shorty. No. End the line, Shorty.
Yeah? Did you see my latest trick?
Updated quests. I can swim away. I know, I'll just get into this pool right in front of him.
Ready? Nothing up my sleeve. Oh, shoot!
The light went away. Excuse me, move it. Typical.
Typical. The rent's due. I've set off all the alarms when I put on the stupid amulet which cursed me. And now I run into the leader of the city biker gang. What else could go wrong?
Oh, but I help you find an answer to that, punk.
Oh, I was being rhetorical. What do you want?
Take a guess, punk.
You want my wallet, right? Well, I got news for you. I'm flat broke. What? I'm serious. Totally tapped dry.
They're starting to to make me mad, Shorty. Pros want to beat someone up, they don't check how much cash they got first.
Gotcha! You were trying to break in, weren't you? Well, you better nick off, because I already stole this thing here.
Oh, he's got it, huh? You really are the worst thief, MacGuffin.
Man, does everyone know who I am?
Nice night.
Nice night.
Better when the moon was out. So the moon went away, and that's why I make it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, the moon's back up. You're ready for it now.
You're not so tough.
You're not so tough.
Big words for such a scrawny punk.
Yeah, but I've been working out. Take a look. Looks like something's gotten really small all of a sudden.
Just looks like there's more of you to hit.
Prepare to die.
I've stared death in the face more than once before, and it sure didn't look like some hairy mutt.
Casual threat.
Casual threat.
You know, I reckon I could hoist you up by that goofy jacket and snap you with that.
Listen carefully with those big ears you got now, mutt. Ever heard the phrase, don't know my own strength?
Yeah?
Well, you don't know mine. I got something for you, you mangy mongrel. Guess we should have saved.
Guess so.
I don't know what happened.
Oh my head, what happened?
He doesn't either. From what I can see, that biker spent the better part of the half an hour trying to rip that amulet off.
Oh man, it feels like it. That's your fault.
You were gonna have to find. No, it's just. Oh, you were gonna have to find some way to get that off, unless you want to disappear.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I probably got some tools at home that will get it off. Oh, there's a chest here.
Just.
Not get to.
All right.
Climb over ahead.
You want to go that way or that way?
Huh?
How did we come in here? Did we come in from the left?
I believe so. There's a window on the right.
Yeah, we can't get there.
Okay, fine.
Have to get there from another room to the right. That's the other thing is, without a map, you know.
I'd rather head home and make sure Grandma and Rudy are okay before we talk to Margaret with bad news. Did we lose all our money that we had picked up? No, we still have 580 cash.
Well, he didn't take that as unclear, but he just wanted to.
Check your quest log. It just updated. Yeah, so we can check our quest log. Stuff I gotta do. Head home. What a night. I better head home to the apartment to see if Grandma and Rudy are okay. I wonder who's looking after them. That was the end. We're in an alley.
Supposed to be heading home, but there's a safe.
Hiding in the alleyway. Wow, there's some treasure in here, and part of a comic too.
Games don't have to totally make sense.
There we have a new piece of
A
our
new
puzzle.
piece. So we've got the try and get the amulet off, and then we've got something in the bottom.
Transforming into a werewolf. Okay, well,
Boxes. Unpacked this box last year, but I'm holding on. Ah, this must be his house. He's got a safe in his house. I don't know. Trusty dinner table, which is a box with some books on it.
keep Ruby's seaweed collection outside now. The smell was getting unbearable. Box of money.
Side.
I probably should take this box inside, but I'm lazy.
Notes added. Is that where he came up from?
No. Yeah, down here. So going up there probably is.
So this must be our house up here.
Okay, good.
It's mailbox.
That reminds me all the time we were posted the apartment key, which was yesterday.
That's his daughter, apparently, I guess.
It
City Square. Okay, so let's go in here and read this my house.
says
What are you thinking, career?
Daddy.
Hey, Ruby.
Hello, Ruby.
Someone came by to see you, dear. Now, who was it?
It was that yucky man who lives in the smelly house across the street.
Alphonse Connell has never been here, dear.
He said that rat was doo-doo.
Oh, Harvey, I was just on my way to go see him. Yes, Lucas's apartment.
Oh, we can go talk to Grandma.
Okay.
Did you see about the rent, Lucas?
Right, I better go see Harvey before he starts charging interest.
Hey, watch this.
Daddy, you're a puppy. This is the best magic trick ever. Well, now we gotta get you a bowl, and I'll get you some newspaper for you to sleep on, and but I'll make sure you're a good puppy and don't chew the furniture. And Ruby, I'm not a dog. I'm your dad, even like this. Oh, sorry, Daddy.
No, you did turn into
Lucas, did you bring a pet home? I smell dogs.
Well, not exactly.
Apparently she's a little nearsighted. Yes or no, Lucas?
Yes.
Oh, get it out of here. I can't have it messing up my knitting. The guy across the street is probably this guy. Harvey's Pawn Shop.
Give me my amulet, MacGuffin. Or you can do that.
Alright, give me my amulet, MacGuffin. I got a holiday to book.
I can't. I accidentally put it on and now it won't come off.
Impossible. You can't have tried hard enough.
The bearded leader of the crows couldn't get off after a half an hour with his crowbar.
Grim couldn't pry it off, and you're still alive? Alphonse Connell was funding the exhibit. Go see if you can find answers in his mansion. You know where it is, right?
The enormous house with the impossibly large gates just north of here? No, can't say I've ever seen it.
Oh, and remember, if you happen to find any extra treasure...
Yeah, you've got a lot of junk for me
Lots
to
of
buy.
junk for me to buy.
I'll be back with the amulet to settle the rent.
Completed quests. There's an alarm clock, a refrigerator.
No
Golf
chest.
clubs. No, what about that grinder? Maybe we can use the grinder to get it off. Nope. Can't interact with it.
Oh,
Is there some bloody department store where you can fondle everything you like? It's a dog head.
no.
Oh, there's a door up there that we can't get to and do not enter sign.
Alright.
I'll have to get back in here sometime. Saving progress. Find more loot for Harvey. quest log. Talk to Harvey about rent. Harvey's really annoyed that I can't remove the amulet. She said, hate to think what would happen if he got a hold of it. Made it home.
We've done these things.
Yeah, this is their quest list.
Yes,
So,
right.
their accomplishments. It's a nice system having that all in there because after you've been, if you play the game like...
He says the box in the middle left is shiny. Check it out. Middle left.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's sparkles.
Oh, sparkles.
I'm gonna get there from here though. No touching until you buy it. Nope, can't get there from here. I'd have to be a werewolf and move things around.
I'm not clear what you can move, but you better do it when he isn't there. Definitely fun.
The game is very forgiving. And it does auto-save. There's a reporter.
There's somebody.
She's got a notebook.
Hey. How about that enormous gate?
Well,
So you're a gate salesman?
Judy, what's your name?
What? Don't you recognize the amazing Lucas? We've got Alphonse banned from the stage magic and fire. Yeah. So what you're saying is you're unemployed. What are you doing hanging out at this gate at night anyway? Searching for the truth. Is the truth hiding behind this unnecessarily large gate? It might be. Why do you ask?
Is every number running? I need to get in.
I need to get in. Then you'll need my help. But first, you've got to do something.
Ah, typical adventure game.
Oh, right, so which one?
Aww.
Get it.
That's the right answer.
No.
All right, here's where we can't open.
Try talking to her again and get.
How about this gate?
Yes.
Does it have your number on it?
Pick up line for dummies. Nah, I don't never saw.
You need to get in.
Then you really do have to do something for me first.
Okay, sure. How long can it
Well, because some idiot triggered the city's ludicrous security system. I can't chase up my leads on evidence of Alphonse Connell's corruption in Verde Park, the junkyard, and City Hall. Hang on, let me write this in my quest log. Is that like a diary or something? No, it's a quest log. It's cool. Okay, keep your little diary, and I'll give you this folder to put the evidence in. Is that all? I've got some tricks up my sleeve that'll help you more than pulling a rabbit out of the hat.
And your number? I don't know what happened there.
How'd you do that? Knowledge is power. Also, an electric toothbrush that makes a handy signature. Right. I'll be back soon.
Evidence folder. Okay. I didn't actually see what happened.
The
Scrolled too
door
fast.
got open.
What did that noisy reporter want?
Yeah, she said she's got multiple leads on evidence against Alphonse.
Yeah, I believe he was not instructed either. Yeah, so?
So if I find it for her, she'll help me get into the mansion where I can find a way to get this amulet off.
Interesting.
Hello? Stop?
So this door here was closed before?
Yes. That one is locked.
Something was back there. phone booth. Looks like I scrolled in it. There's coins since I left in the slot.
This phone booth is no longer in use due to the popularity of mobile phones. It remains here as a monument to the telecommunications industry. Someone seems to have accidentally securely fastened some treasure here.
Yeah, we got 20 coins. So in the past, that would have been got jammed in the coin slot. Left in the coin.
If you ever saw one of those things, ever had to interact with them, which we did.
We are in the Gypsy District. This is a rover.
Hello, miss. I'm having trouble with. The line needs to be opened on the other side.
You mean after I die?
But this map can be used to find your way back when you are lost. Thanks. A map of fire? You can use it to go any place with an information sign that you are visiting. I'm sure that'll come in handy. And look, there's a spot for it here in my bag. How divine. Come back and see me once you have tried it. Gypsy District. Yep, now. So you can
That's
go.
some blue things.
Yes, you can teleport from one to another.
Alright, in my bag.
Map. That will get you to the map.
Okay, the gates. Or the museum gardens, or the analytics exhibition, City Square, and the Gypsy District. Let's go all the way over to the gardens.
Right, we've been
Because now we can go use the map. Go back to the Gypsy District. So she said come back once again.
okay. Thanks for the help. Hey, that's some pickup line you've got there. Let's just say I am out of your league for now. Well, let's start with my name. Lucas MacGuffin at your service. You should be very careful with your name, Hanson. Names are powerful things. But seeing as you're so eager to help our damsel in distress. Oh, I am.
Pick my fortune.
So, can you tell me my future? Not without my pocket watch. I can't. It's a mystical energies helps channel my psychic power. Where'd you lose it? Just sure it was in Bradley Park at the time. It'll be easy to recognize. It's got 13 hours on the face.
Pick up line.
And you kiss your grandmother with that mouth? No, I mean, oh, forget it.
Wait.
We're not very good at pickup lines. Later, gorgeous. All right, now we can go through the door next time.
Window.
It's a broken window, I think.
Fire fashions like everywhere else is closed to the curfew. That's a locked door. Aha! Fortunately, all these are keyed to my thumbprint.
So they can tell where you've been.
Obviously, it's all about what do you call it? Like privacy. Fires of the garbage ban.
Scram full of assorted refuse. Hooray! That box on the middle left side. Oh, that was that one, yeah. All right, get through it. Yes, we can. Can we click on that
So I
button?
step in the button and I'm not heavy
Nothing
enough.
happens. Yes,
I'm too light because I'm skinny.
we are.
If I can open that door, so that's no problem. Hey, look, there's moonlight. Move. Box. way, but say that doesn't help me much.
We've got another battery.
Another button I can press.
Yes, we can get you off the box.
I could, of course, just walk on the buttons and find out what to do without having to push the battery all the way there. Okay. Now I have a box.
Go get the box.
Let's immaculate first. Okay. Now.
Alright, we have opened up the battery compartment.
Get my battery back. Get around behind it.
Okay, we have opened that door at the center.
But I can't use it because I'm too big. I can't fit.
Yep. Back
Easily
we go.
fixed.
Handle.
So, what you guys think? Is this like compelling? It's just the idea that they get so many different variations on puzzles with just, basically
A few of the same
a
props.
small number of abilities.
Small amount of abilities.
Yes, we're using the props all over the place.
Just variations off
Which-
the thing.
Beats the heck out of spending thousands of hours developing a computer game in which every graphic is unique. This better change. You can get every save, of course.
Looks like another comic piece inside. And some treasure, of course.
Everybody change.
Okay, we have the upper corner.
Now the different page.
Oh, yeah.
So I can go back and forth in this comic and see where all these pages fit in. So the next page will this thing with the Night Watchman and falling into a trap and such. There's someone looking at one of those things that
There's a person in the foreground.
person in the foreground. Seems that people
Following
use
the,
trying to follow all the clues and tie them
Right.
together.
And then we
That could be beauty.
That could be. Alright.
But you get the battery to there, and that's not going to be so easy.
No. We need to get that safe out of the way so you'll never get a rigidly array again. I will put the safe first.
That computer.
No, I'd put him down in this bottom corner here where it's not going to
No buttons.
no buttons to
Move very far because that thing's in the
press.
way.
Yeah. Do that. Because you want to get the battery around anyway.
Nope, can't do this.
Can't go back.
Okay, the battery's got to get. over
Well, where
there.
does the box go? Is the box
The box
going to-
might strictly be in the way.
Right, so you could just pull the box out of the way. Oh, we're trying to get to that door is the way we came. Throw that in the corner. Yes. That doesn't let you
What
get
are we
around.
doing? Just getting this out of the way?
Yeah, we're just getting the box out of the way then so you don't get where you putting it.
Getting that out of the way.
So you can get the safe out of the way. Okay. Don't. So you're going to get yourself caught there if you are.
This simple interface, restricted space. Okay, now what can I
You can turn back
do? Turn back.
because you can get to the other side. Go all the way
Get to
around.
this other pool light. tricky one.
Well, there are 2 patches. That is a clue. Okay, that opens the door. Now we can go around the back way and to the door.
So it's safe, you know, had trace ripped, otherwise it was a blockade. And the box apparently is just a blockade.
So we keep adding props so that you've got more things that.
And there were only 3 props in this, and then one,
And the
2
environment.
piles of light, and 1 window, and 1 place for a battery.
So,
So it's not a complicated scene, but you saw all the things we're doing.
okay.
Okay, so the question is, as an up MacGuffin, you can't pull the steel crates. You can only push them. Be careful.
There we go. Okay, now we've added a new complexity to the
It's a
game.
heavy crate.
I bet when I thought I could pull it without breaking a sweat.
This ought to be good. Pull the crate. Maybe not. Okay, so we're trying to get the battery pile without blocking the way, but we can push this all the way to the edges. This is a tutorial.
No, this is the game actually.
Well, it is the game, but
It's
it's
still teaching you how to do this.
the entire game is a
What are you
tutorial.
doing?
I'm pushing it out of the way. We don't need it.
Yes, you don't.
Like this truck.
Snarl. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't need to chase this truck. It's not even moving. It's not. So this is a tile. This is the kind of tile game we've been planning to make for Road to Redemption.
Ah,
One in which you keep reusing the same resources over and over again. But, you know,
somebody made a comment earlier about a box sparkling. Well, I can see this table is sparkling. I don't know if I can interact with it as a wolf.
oh, and I thought coffee smelled good when I was human. So I probably wouldn't taste that good. Finders keepers.
Coffee is really great others. What about in here? Let's see, check this mailbox that I can steal.
Alright, time to stick it to the Postal Service with some vandalism. Oh, man. Someone's already beaten me to it.
Oh, the mailbox has been vandalized.
Okay. The other
Door
door
bottom.
south. Yep.
Okay, what about the mailbox time? Things like this.
Yep. What a pointless place for a post box. One outside my apartment is much more useful. Oh.
Really self-centered attitude. I don't know if I can move with the mouse. Saving progress. Nope. Gotta move with the keys. Alright, 2 buttons.
One gate,
One mailbox. One steel box you can only push and not pull.
one pile of dirt,
Rocks, yeah.
one battery, and one place to put the battery, and two buttons that are going to need something placed on them.
Step 1 is check out the mailbox.
Somebody tried to pry this open with a crowbar, probably regretting a drunken letter to the next. Alright,
Alright, let's go see what the buttons do. One on the left opens up both of those things. On the right opens up this one.
we don't have a lot of things to work with. We only have a
Steel
crate.
box that can only be moved one way.
Yeah, can only be pushed.
And we have a battery. So first for me to make up the fire.
There we go.
Okay, the crate can only be pushed here. No way to get to it except for pulling there, so I have to do it here. The question, of course, is whether we needed to move the battery there first.
Well, all right. Can we push this thing onto one of the buttons? And the answer is no.
What?
You can't.
Oh, no, you can't. You have to pull it.
can't.
So I might have, let's reset.
No, you don't, and it's not a problem. Oh, are you stuck here?
I think so.
You can
There's just no
probably.
way you can push it.
No,
You
push
have
it.
to,
Push
we'll
it
have
up.
to bring it through here.
Yeah, you'll have to bring it through there, and that means you have to use the battery.
All right, let us reset.
You didn't have to. I think you could get around it.
I don't think so. Okay, let's change this. Let's go get the battery first. Break up the battery. Get the battery. Oh, we can't get to the battery because the choke rate's going to be in our way.
You can get. Oh yeah, it traps you back
Can't get it to there because you can't get through the electrified barrier. We could pull it up to here, and then we can go around and go there. Well, we aren't going to be able to get the battery over there yet. Alright, push this thing along my way.
I think it means you have to get that one through the bottom of the route. Or you do it yourself.
Yeah, probably.
Push me. Trapped you.
I've trapped myself again. But there, let's do this. Okay, so that box
Alright.
was in our way.
This box has to go through there, which means the battery first has to go on the one over here. So remove the get this sucker out of the
I
way.
couldn't get the battery out with that box in my way.
Push it down out of the way into
I'd
this
have to
row.
get above it.
Yes, I know, and now you can't.
Maybe I can. Nope.
No, not because why does it?
Okay, anywhere I push in this row, I'll have to pull it later.
Right. Yeah.
Reset.
Yes. Let us try again. So this time, you get the body, get the battery, and use the battery, and ignore the.
But I can't.
Well, all right.
Okay, I can push this up one square. That might be.
Yes. Right.
There we go.
Okay. What? No, you want the battery. That battery is going to be used first to the button. So you're taking a battery to the button.
Yeah, we can't get there.
Why can't you?
It's about obstacles.
Why can't you go up here?
Well, I can now.
All right. But I meant
But I
you
couldn't
get
before
around.
because I couldn't get around it.
Oh, you couldn't get around it that way. That's the one you want.
Okay, we've opened that.
Okay.
Now we
you
can
go
try to
through there. And
Push the still box up to this button.
Right.
Which means we'll push it over here, over there. Then I will go all the way around here, push it down. Over here, push it over here, push it up. Then I'll need to move the battery out of the way. And I can go over there and push on that.
Well, you need the battery out of the way anyway because you need the battery on the battery.
Eventually, yes.
So therefore, yes.
Can't push it.
Cannot push. Only push it.
So I go all the way around
Right.
here. So you really have to plan ahead on some of these, especially with the steel boxes.
Yeah. That's why they added it.
can't get there.
Yeah, you can't get there from here. It's right up there. All right.
What if I change shapes?
Why would that help?
Come on to the bottom now. I'm doing good, but
No, because you're going to open up that path again.
I'm hurting myself here.
No, I think this is where you have to be. So there has to be a way around it. Can you swap the placement of the box and the bat?
No, because I can only push
You
it, I
can't
can't pull
push
it.
it. You can't do it because you can't get to the left side of the box, the steel box.
And in fact, if I had put the box on here, I would never be able to get it over there.
Yeah, so yeah, you can't swap it. But I'm pretty sure this is where you're supposed to be. So, well,
Oh, I can do something like push this, push this, push this. Let's see. Okay. See, if I come over here, the problem's I've prepped with boss.
yes, you are correct.
So perhaps I have to have gotten there before doing that.
You can push. Oh, wait a second. You can push this guy down here because you can always.
Oh,
push it
because
back.
what was it opening?
It's opening this area here, which is where we have to put the battery. There's a reason why this.
MacGuffin,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
What does it look like?
It looks like you need some help. Yeah, help me. Not right now.
Nah, I got this.
Okay, just remember to use the radio if you get stuck.
So, the advantage of moving the box.
Because I can go here. Pull it instead of pushing it. I can get around it.
Right down to that row. Yes. Now you can go back, push that thing back onto its place.
This was a video one.
Yeah.
Alright, that has been opened up. So there was a way to do this.
Yes. And we did have it. We just needed, I mean, I knew we had the right position. It's just a matter of.
Bluey!
Ta-da!
Both those doors open. I have a choice.
I think you're going south, aren't you?
Now let's go check out what those arrows say. The arrows say it's a junkyard.
Diverty Park. That's our goal.
All right, we don't need to go there. So what first we have to become? And there's Fairly Park.
Okay.
So watch here.
Oh, look. There's the gypsy.
Is it the Gypsy?
Well, it's somebody.
Okay, anything with the info sign. Cafe district. Wait, is this where I was?
Oh. Did we not get to
The wrong. No, it's a cafe. There's a table. I don't remember this. Okay, so if I went to the menu, I could look at evidence folder. Other said empty looking folder. Smells nice though. The news. We can now see that the game is 11% complete. In a previous game, last time I did this for the stream, it was 13%, so we haven't done as much.
No.
I'd already forgotten all these things we're doing. Progress. Completion 11%. Comics found 5. Quests complete 7. Safes cracked 6. Fraser swiped 800.
Bread.
Odd spot. Bread is the
It's
silent
not
killer.
killer.
Reports of hawking beast, prized exhibit stolen.
Alright.
Oh, what's that? That's 13% complete. Oh, that's the other game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. These are my profiles.
Yeah.
All right, how do I get back to the game? Quit. Let's see. Accept. New profile. How do you get back into it? Continue. Oh.
Okay. All right. Well. So,
Oh, this is Jane.
yeah, this is Jane. Hey there. You look pretty miserable.
You'd be miserable too if you went on holiday only to discover the party start at 5 and stop at 6 p.m. They didn't mention that in the fair travel brochures.
Is it fair? Is it fire?
Yeah, that's our recent addition thanks to our beloved Alphonse Connor. Mind what you say about him.
Coming often?
So come here often. You're a bit late. I was in a mood to party hours ago.
Well, you can start now.
Now I'm just in a mood.
Sorry, I was kind of busy earlier tonight. Maybe I should take over
Okay,
the
you
desk.
could take out.
Look at all the female characters.
That's okay, as long as you're not that moron and set the whole city in a lockdown just as I reach the front of the club's line.
Oh, that's why they all close at 6.
Yes.
Let's talk about something else. Confession?
No, you don't.
Why so glum?
Well, that's just great.
Oh, come on, not that bad.
Not you. Can you believe this? All those cameras, and I just had my purse stolen. They scrambled off, mumbling something about stuffing it in a bin. Luckily, you're volunteering to get it back.
I am? Look, lady, I don't have time to go digging through every blue bin in the city.
Because of this stupid lockdown, I can't even see the whole city. It really can't be that far. Besides, don't you want this evidence?
Lost purse? Where's
Isn't my
that?
purse yet? Come on, you look like the type that loves digging through the film.
Hey,
I'm sure it's one of these blue bins. Just keep checking, and I'll be staying here to see if the thief returns to the scene of the crime.
see ya. Alright, so now we have a new quest. 2 more places we can go. If we went to the left, it's the black bin. This is to Verde Park, and this one is to Horizonte Alley, sort of like Diagon Alley. Horizontal.
No.
If the bag was in this bin, that would be too convenient. We're heading to Verde Park, so let's keep going. Oh look, there's a button.
It's a
battery.
puzzle room.
There's water. Console, there's a bridge. There's a place for a battery. There's a steel crate that can only be moved one direction, but I can't get to it because the light's on the other side of that thing. Let's just use this console and see what happens. Yeah, I'll look at it, open that up. That was convenient. Oh, but it closed the other one.
Yep.
It's a red bin and it's sparkling. Red! Oh, look, this is what I was looking for.
Okay.
We've been told to look at blue bins. But that's okay. Blue is good.
Telephone.
Let's put it on the receiver and have a listen, eh? There's this constant screaming on the other end. Yikes.
All right.
Alright, so we can push that button and get the battery all the way over to the other side, but right now it's so easy because that's what the button does. I can just walk out and find out.
Yeah.
Ah, that opens a bridge over here. What a coincidence. So we're probably going to have to push the box onto there. Ah, there's a bridge on the other side. if we don't have the battery.
We're gonna have to use the.
So I have to, without the button being pressed,
We're gonna have to use the battery to open the bridge, to move the thing around so it can go across the bridge, so you can move the battery off and replace it with the crate and get it around the other one.
or something like that. But the steel crate will only be able to push
Yes.
if we can get it behind it on the bridge.
Right.
Which means we have to not have the button pressed down when we do that.
Gotcha.
Go. When we get this to the vicinity of the button, we don't actually want it on the
Okay.
button. We need to get around it. No, so we can't. So we can go over here to that crate.
Can't do anything with the crate,
Oh, we can push the crate down to here.
but you can't push it unless the button.
We won't be able to push it any farther, but we can push it down to there.
Yes.
And we eventually want it over to here so we can push the battery across the bridge.
Right.
So I haven't got the sword way.
You have it. Now you watch where you're going to put that battery.
From here. The water would probably be lost forever. Well, we can, once we get the button pressed, we can push it off across this way. Because the bridge is a double. Oh, but you can't get over that part of the bridge.
Well, you're going to have to go.
I could
go to
push
the crate,
the-
push the
If I
crate
put the
down
crate
one.
where the battery is now, then I can get under it and push it out.
Well, right now you're going to have to push the crate down one to get past the console.
Yeah. Move it.
Fine.
I could move it to the right. Now we go back to the battery. Swap bridges.
Yeah, push the battery. The battery is now. Okay.
I just go across, push that across. Over there, then I'll still be able to go around it, and we'll push the battery over.
Yes, so you can push it under the battery right now.
Go around and push the battery off to the side.
Pull it up.
Push the crate
Oh, okay.
onto the button.
Now you can.
Now we can use the bridge to go here.
And
Crate this far. And we can push this across there.
okay.
Now we can push the crate off the button.
You could possibly get it back. Yes, you can.
It's down one. Now we have to change forms to use the console.
All right.
And now to change forms to push the battery.
All right. We've activated that and have access to the button.
All right. Push the battery up, then push the crate to where the battery is down. Yep. That's what I have to do. Push the battery up.
Yay! We are made it to another room.
So, this is a really smart game. I was making Castle Dr. Brain, I maybe wasn't so smart, because I thought I needed to find 10 or 20 or 30 different puzzles for the game. And this game is just a small number of puzzles, variations of a puzzle, but each one really requires you to apply some brain power. This is again a black man will tickle me. No purse, but now my hands are a lot slimier. It's a grease pit. Grease pit. So we go out through here.
Good.
Is there any reason to use that?
There's nothing reason here right now to use it.
Unless I can break through this wall.
No, actually. But you do have a change room here. Right now, I don't think you need it.
Maybe we turn her later.
Yeah.
That,
And here we have another puzzle.
all right, what do we got here? We got a battery, a wooden crate, 2 buttons, a console.
Water.
Can't get to the light. A water obstacle. Oh, there's some light down there. And the place the battery needs to go is the top left.
So, yeah, they're all basically a variation of the logic puzzles. But because they are variations, it means there's all things that you figure you can solve them if you just take enough time to deal with the problem.
And get the aha.
Alright, now let's see
So
what
what that button does. That button opens that.
which we will
Great.
need to have open.
Console does. Fortunately, most of these actions are reversible, except for the ones with the skill points. That opens
Opens
that
up the
one, but
battery.
it prevents us from getting there.
Well, it doesn't. We can get there as a human.
Yes, that's true.
Yes, we can get over
And we
there,
could push the battery to push this button.
but we can't get to where. Oh, yes, because we have a second power. Yeah. All right. So what does
This
that
button
one
does.
does?
This button.
Is this a bridge?
Yeah.
All right. So we need to move the battery onto the bridge for now.
But of course, we can't do that because if the battery is holding down the button to keep the bridge open, then
We have another thing to cover. We don't
So-
care about this one once we get the battery out. So
we're gonna have to get the wooden crate all the way over to here.
yeah. I just like how creative this is. The variations on the puzzle can be.
We can actually get to this.
Yes, we
And we won't go into the battery because that bridge is away. Now we can pull the battery one step, that won't do us much good. Okay, so we no light available. Check.
Yeah.
Okay. Push this all the way up and around. One should normally think these things through.
More of the, watch this trick.
Here, but I can't get any farther.
No, it's a single grid. You need to have this thing with consoles changes your switches.
Okay, but now I got a cape there and a box there. So that approach did not solve my problem. At some point, we'll need to get a tool so we can start working these safe lock types things coming up.
Can't do anything if you have that on.
good.
Yeah, you're gonna have to switch positions.
Okay, that's not the bridge. Use myself. Could I get that far? It's just gonna be in the way. Lock the door for it instead. Okay.
But you can't get over. Alright, you can turn back into Lucas. Swim across the boat. Go back and turn into a werewolf. Move
Alright.
that wooden box over to the other
Yeah.
to almost get across the bridge.
Is the public oven? Probably. Actually, we could use the hint at this point.
We don't spend enough time on this one yet.
But that'll show us that it's so we can do it, even though we're not really stuck.
Okay. Yeah,
Most
besides
stuff.
it's 4:30, so yeah.
Okay, C for hint.
Okay.
Hey, is this thing on? Don't speak so loud. Oh, sorry. I'm stuck. Any ideas on how to escape? This will make it easier, MacGuffin. You'll only be moving things through the top lever bars. Okay, there we go.
That's
A useful hint. Spugs out of the way. Okay, now we can get that battery over the river. I can't cross it, so I'll get zapped. So I need to go and change into the other form. Open this. That'll give me access to that pool of light. Over here, over there, over there. There.
Sliding tile puzzle.
Sort of, yeah, a lot like it.
Alright, we have opened the door.
We have opened the door, which is our object. Uh-oh.
Train one.
So we still haven't got to the very part. Still trying to get to the very
Yes.
part. That train warning says I will raid.
That is listed at this time to run this to game.
good save. Well, it automatically saves. Saving
All right,
progress.
yes. Well, so we're saving the game.
I've still been trying to find Verdi Park, and I still have not found the blue trash can. Or maybe there was one earlier on that I forgot
No,
about.
you didn't see it. All right. So, at any rate, let's wrap this up. And
There's sparkly on that tree.
well, there probably is sparklies. Yes. What do you know? There's no light on this one.
Who's in charge of putting his lights around fire anyway? So it's valuable. I better put it in my pocket.
Yay.
20 coins.
At any rate, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
I'll sort of go through the next
We can go
door.
see what the next door is. There's just this arrow will tell me. Still in Verdi Park. I'm still not there. Did we look at this? I can just make out the postcard at the top. Hank is having a really swell time. Good for him.
Okay. All right.
And we can get you to vote on which was the better MacGuffin and Lucas voice actor, Lori or me.
Yeah, right. At any rate, well, thank you all for showing up. I hope you enjoyed this look at this puzzle game. Because, as we said, simple, derivative of, you know.
And highly addictive. I
And
mean, I
highly
could play
addictive.
this for hours.
Honestly, I played the game too, which is not something I normally do.
But, you know, as having done Dr. Brain, having talked about doing Puzzleworthy, which I still haven't done, the question is, for Puzzleworthy, do I need to find another 20 or 30 puzzles like in Castle of Dr. Brain, or do the same puzzles I did there, or should I find one really compelling puzzle mechanic and use that mechanic everywhere?
Right, and I think that works once, personally. I think this works.
This particular
Anyway,
mechanic.
yes. Thank you. Not
Thanks,
action-packed,
everyone.
but
Oh, wait,
satisfying
we should
in
get back
some
to
way.
our,
Yeah.
let us escape. Back
Okay.
to the menu, and then, question mark, back, escape. Escape, escape,
Menu,
accept,
accept, options.
options, accept. Question mark, that's options.
Okay. Save and
Save
quit.
and quit.
All right. We will save and quit. And there's a
Escape
quit.
quits.
Okay, quit.
Quit. No,
Quit.
I have to not escape again.
And we got to 13%.
So, even the interface is a puzzle.
Yes, exactly.
But it is a solvable one.
I think it's really elegant. I think it's got some lot of charm to it. And, you know, even though the character is kind of iffy, and all of the characters are shady, it is interesting and engaging. So,
And Belixar says, but I like how in Dr. Brain, the puzzle used different kinds of smarts and parts of your brain.
yes. And
So
this really is using the logic problem part of your brain.
now, when we did Mixed Up Fairy Tales, as Lori's game and my game, Castle Dr. Brain, Ken Williams was looking to break into the educational game industry. He had previously, known people at Davidson and people at Broderbund, and he wanted to get a piece of that industry.
A piece of the action.
A piece of the action, so to speak, yeah. The problem is that if you want to get into schools, that's where the real money is. And to get into schools, as opposed to just school students, you need to follow their curricula. And you have to have, a curriculum expert and then build your game to fit the curriculum. So Castle Dr. Brain does a lot of stuff that I enjoyed from like brain teaser books as a kid. But it is not tied to a specific curriculum.
So it was not a useful educational game
But-
from that point. But
it
it was
sold pretty well.
It sold better than any of the other educational games, so it just goes to show.
It did well.
Yeah.
And I tried to convince Kat and Sierra to that it should be turned into a console game and go on to like the what did we have at that point? We had the Nintendo.
You had this. Yeah,
and the
handheld.
Sega Genesis.
You had the Nintendo Switch or something. Like
No, the Game Boy
It
wasn't
wasn't-
out yet
oh,
at this
Game Boy?
point. All we had basically was the NES,
Okay.
Nintendo, the Master,
I
and
thought
the
there was a
Genesis,
handheld. I thought there was a
Sega
handheld.
Master System. That was the Game Boy eventually, and then the Game Boy Color later.
Okay, yeah.
So I did actually do a project for the Game Boy. I did a little piece of Barbie's fashion pack
Yeah.
for Mattel. But I could not convince the powers that be at Sierra that Castle Dr. Brain was a great game for a console and especially for a handheld.
Yeah, and it probably isn't because,
Well, I don't know, because they actually had what was the brain
But,
something game, became a bestseller. So
Okay.
could
Well,
have
who
been there.
knows? But yours game was a little more esoteric, I have a feeling. At
Maybe
any
so.
rate, thank you very much for showing up.
We'll see you next week. I will probably be back in about half an hour to an hour. I'm going off to raid in World of Warcraft. And if we actually get the raid going and I get into it, then I will start up the stream again for anybody that wants to see what World of Warcraft Mythic level rating. It's the highest level of rating. I'm not really qualified. I'm not really good enough for it, but I'm on the borderline. I'm halfway between heroic and mythic. And on a good day, I can get into a mythic group. On a good day, I can actually defeat some mythic boss.
And eventually, I'll start doing housing again as soon as I can start building a new house. And that will be in a few weeks.
Probably in one of my houses.
Right. Yes, in his house. And when he lets me use his computer.
Yeah, probably not while I'm raiding.
Right. And yeah, probably not. So, at any rate, thank you very much, all of you, for showing up, for contributing to us, and for contributing to our morale at doing these things. Yeah, really.
There's a reason to exist.
Yes. So, and we will see you next week. Have fun and play games.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.